Hello everyone. Today we are gathered here in more meaningful and elegant conversation. Hello respected guests. I am Udaya party from Vasantara Party and Medical College and Institute of Yoga Sami. Along with that, I am second year BMS student. Along with that, I am a startup enthusiast. Today I am presenting my topic Ayurveda and anti-aging industry. Firstly, before proceeding, I would like to tell you, whenever we are participating in the poster presentation competitions, usually we discuss about the theoretical content and the research-driven purposes. But out of that, there is very lower practical use case out of that. So that's why I'm choosing this opportunistic and application-based topic for my presentation. So let's begin with the presentation. So for understanding purpose, I divide this poster into three parts. You can understand this is the first part, this is second part, and this is third part. So first part is just telling you the background. So I will just proceed with the first one. The person that we are looking over here is a Brian Johnson. On the third level, he started a Don't Die movement. Along in this movement, he is talking about age reversal processes. In this movement, he is talking about to slow down the aging processes. So out of that, he initiated the blueprint. It's the name of the startup. So it's an anti-aging startup which he initiated. But before initiation, he spent $2 million per year on his body for experimentation, and out of that data, he concluded a particular method for every individual on earth to reverse their age and to slow down their aging processes. So there are three steps. You can see medical monitoring, technology, and supplements. And you can see that pie diagram over here. There is 33.3% contribution of every step. That means every step is very significant over here. So he was beginning with the medical monitoring. When he was doing the medical monitoring, he was using a different types of biomarkers, and out of that he was computing the data and getting personalized and customized medicines that he was use for a particular person. And along with that, he is integrating those things with the technology. And after that integration with the technology, it's giving the supplements. So technology is the middle worker between the medical monitoring and supplements. But what was the problem? When he initiated, the medical monitoring is the process which is very expensive on the earth, and not every individual can afford to do the medical monitoring because there are various expensive biomarkers included in it. And after that, supplements, if you talk about supplements, the cost of supplements are also more than usual cost that we used to have for the whey protein and all. This is a longevity mix. This is the main ingredient and the main research product that we give for the anti-aging process. It costs around 80,000 to 90,000 rupees per individual for a 15 days. That not every individual can afford it. After that, there are various supplements, that is snake oil is there. But after the expensive supplement cost, expensive medical monitoring, it was a failed model. So due to this thing, his startup, that blueprint movement and his Don't Die movement got concluded and got ended. So thereafter that there is a shift in the news article. There, firstly he was appraising Brian Johnson for his anti-aging startup, but after that Brian Johnson has to shut down his startup. Then after that he gave a reason to shut down the startup. It was, the brand says is that it is very hard to make these complex and personalized anti-aging methods available and affordable to everyone. So this was the main reason, that's why he shut down his startup. It was a multi-billion startup of our country in the anti-aging industry. After that, there was a second article that I came from. That was Ministry of Ayurveda in India has been promoting Ayurveda Ahara, which refers to food products prepared according to the principles of Ayurveda. If we think cognitively, to the failing down of anti-aging startup and this appraisal of Ayurveda Ahara, if we think it cognitively, it will be a bigger opportunity for us, because in our Ayurveda already we are describing rasayanas as anti-aging methods. So if we think it cognitively, it will help in Ayurvedic perspective. So as we know, in the Charak Chikitsa Sthana, the first that there is a described slope. As per that, rasayana purpose is just having a dirghayu, having a medya properties, having kanti, varna, and all these things which are referred to in Ayurvedic anti-aging context. But second thing is, it was a technology-driven startup, and it was not sustainable. But recently few things happened in such a way that we can cognitively make it sustainable, affordable to the every individual. And why the confusion is this given over here? We know that Ayurveda Ahara is taken over here. After that, the main Ayurveda Ahara is concluded with the supplements. But the main process is this medical monitoring. How we can do the medical monitoring? In Ayurveda, we recently did a Prakriti Parikshan campaign. So how this Prakriti Parikshan campaign can be related to medical monitoring of the Brian Johnson? So firstly, the medical monitoring was expensive due to the large equipment, expensive biomarkers. But in the Prakriti Parikshan, what we are doing, we are taking a data out of a patient or out of a person, and on that data we are deciding his Prakriti, and based on his Prakriti we are giving a Ayurveda data. So this is very sustainable and affordable model. And recently there is a technology also mediocre in between those two steps. Right now we are just appraising into the era of artificial intelligence. So how artificial intelligence can help us? So data we are getting out of the Prakriti Parikshan can be integrated with the persons, and after that supplementation can be derived out of it. So that it will become affordable to every individual on the earth. So, and second most important observation that I did out of it, when we are talking about anti-aging industry, it's a $90 billion plus industry. This is the anti-aging industry proportion. Out of that, if we compare it with the Ayurveda market, compare with Ayurveda industry, it is $77 billion industry. Okay, but in this $77 billion industry, that is the hidden anti-aging industry that we are not talking about. If we just getting out of the Ayurvedic context and shifting the context and perspective to the anti-aging industry, it will be more beneficial for us. So that's the conclusion of my poster, that we need to get shift and get into the more focus on the Rasayana purpose. That how we get into the open the new gates in the anti-aging industry, and it will help us in future as of for global acquisitions. Thank you.
Ryan was right in his mission.
Scientists are becoming ambitious and just taking some problems to solve. These are not bad thing and bad ideas. And everyone wants, if there is a basically in the business, if a person wants to do something, everyone wants to go and reverse it, and someone is doing and solving that problem, then it's better to do those things. So in his perspective and in business perspective, is right. But if we talk about the spiritual, also it was not sustainable. Firstly, because medical monitoring is there is lots of use of extensive biomarkers, and out of that, to communicate those things with the technologies. Secondly, supplements that he was using, it were very expensive, but in Ayurveda those supplements can be in the cheaper side. So that's why this was too expensive to handle, and it was not sustainable for everyone, but this model can be very sustainable and affordable.
Because he was not thinking about the health of the person. He was thinking on his startup.
Yeah.
To be specific. He was
But
not a doctor.
Right.
He was a businessman. Exactly. To raise the industry on a startup. So he got failed.
Yeah.
There was no concern about health. So there was some concern about the supplement, but it was too much costly for normal or common public to get these supplements.
That's why I concluded from this problem I started the question. That's why I concluded to the perspective of Ayurveda that we can make it affordable for the every individual. So that's what the flow of the poster actually. This was the initial thing, that problem was there, but this is the solution, that how we can make it sustainable.
Can you give some supplements from Ayurveda?
Also, there is the Ashwagandha is there, if we are talking about. Then after that, Brahmi is there as a medium. And after that, Guruji is there, Shatavari is there. There are Amalki is there. Basically, Amalki is most of the items and animals and items in the mobile. It's really there, it is there.
All of us are.
Yeah, there are
All.
yeah.
Digital also. Digital also.
As it is getting used in a requirement, it must be a fancy.
Alone. Is it alone? We can act as a digital.
It's not in
You second year or
no, you're from old second year. New second year.
21.
Ayurveda and anti-aging industry. So actually it started from the blueprint with the startup, and after that it concluded in the flow of motion. So but I concluded it
Start the start. Go for a good